Those guys had to play perfect for them to win that game. And three turnovers, oh yeah, it could have been closer if it wasn't for the turnovers. Well, guess what? That's a part of the game. They had to be perfect to be in that game. Normally there are turnovers, there are mistakes. They weren't doing that the last couple weeks of the year into the playoffs, right? They were playing good football. But when you play a better, more dominant team, more talented team, that's what happens. Your issues come on display and they get exposed. And man, was that awesome. Awesome.
You wonder what happened in sports today. Brandon Petrilli, he got the wave. We talking a lot with bros today. Cracking some jokes the podcast way. Goals on goals. With homers on homers. Tutties on tutties. Got moments on moments. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into Petrilli.
Man, man, oh man, oh man. Well, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? I'm just happy. I'm just gonna smile. I'm just gonna laugh. I'm just gonna enjoy life. And you just gotta take this all in because this Philadelphia Eagles team is special. We've known they're special. We've seen them evolve and develop as a team throughout the year, the ups, the downs over the last few years to get back to this spot and not just to luck into it. They didn't luck into anything. They took over and they dominated each and every facet of that football game and games before. They go and they run the football. They play defense, and Jalen Hurts can sling that ball when he has to and prove all the haters wrong. This team does it on all facets of the game. Even the special teams knocking the ball out on kick returns, getting turnovers. They don't turn the ball over. This Eagles team is special, and it is so much fun. So much fun. I just want to smile and just be happy and enjoy it, you know? Man. Well, welcome back to another episode on the BSB Media channel. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, follow, all that. We're going to be putting out content left and right here. We've been doing the $3 three-leg parlay. We got our first win that day, too. We got the first W when the Eagles took over and won 55-23. And that was because of the people. So make sure you comment below, and I post them on YouTube and Instagram and all that. Follow me at Brendan Petrilli. Give me some picks. I need help. I need help. We're 1 for 10. So I think we're down 5 units. So, I mean, 4 units. So we'll be all right. We're going to keep on grinding. We're going to keep building our bankroll up here the next 2 weeks as we prepare for the Super Bowl. And hopefully we can make some big plays. But yeah, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's all I really want to say. I don't want to go screw the haters, this and that. You want to say this, you want to say that. We could go down the laundry list of things. All you got to say is, what are you going to do right now? What are you going to do? The Eagles are just one of the best teams in football. They are, hopefully, the best team in football. The way that they have grown from that football game where they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs a couple years ago, the way that they have developed and hit draft pick after draft pick, drafting these Georgia, Alabama, and then sprinkling in a few other schools there, just finding studs all over the place to build this team up, signing the free agents that you needed to do, giving contract extensions to guys where this team can be together for a good 2 years, 3 years now. It's just, it's just so exciting. And I haven't even gotten into the beatdown of the game, 55-23. What are we doing? Why were we trying to talk? Why were people trying to talk yourselves into that Washington team? Every single time, everybody kept going, yeah, the Eagles probably have a better roster, but Jayden Daniels, and who was telling you here last week? Shout out to everybody who viewed that. That video did really well. Appreciate all you guys. Who was telling you last week that this team, yeah, Jayden Daniels is great. He's been playing out of his mind. But the rest of their team was kind of too. They were overperforming. They were being perfect too. They had to keep playing perfect to be able to win those games and to try to beat the Eagles. I was very confident. I haven't been nervous going into one game yet, and I'm still not because that Washington team, the Browns, the Ecklers, the Ertz, the Lattimores, the Frankie Louvu, those guys had to play perfect for them to win that game. And three turnovers, oh yeah, it could have been closer if it wasn't for the turnovers. Well, guess what? That's a part of the game. They had to be perfect to be in that game. Normally there are turnovers, there are mistakes. They weren't doing that the last couple weeks of the year into the playoffs, right? They were playing good football. But when you play a better, more dominant team, more talented team, that's what happens. Your issues come on display and they get exposed. And man, was that awesome. Awesome. That's what happens. When you go up and down this lineup that the Eagles have, it's just fantastic. And who was telling you? Who was telling you before the playoffs when we were talking about should Saquon sit? Should they go for the rushing record? I was telling you all along. I had one goal in mind, and that was the Terrell Davis record. That was going for the full season and the playoffs rushing record, and Saquon's 29 yards away. 29 yards. He can get that on one run. That's how explosive and amazing to watch this guy. Just how impressive it is for him to go up to a line and then like, okay, not there, bounce. Okay, not there, bounce, and then see ya. Like that one touchdown run on not even the first one of the game, his second run, his second carry of the game. They're at the goal line. He sees, goes up to the middle, doesn't see it, bounce, zoom, see it to the corner, end zone, touchdown, 14-3. There's just so many things about this team, about that guy that is just so special. The offensive line, I think, I think, feel criminally an understory here of the way that it was a big of an impact that Cam Jurgens being out. He was warming up and he wasn't ready to go. He stayed active. Landon Dickerson, your all pro, your highest paid guard in the league, had to move back to center what he did in college, and he played great for you. You had to move Tyler Steen in there to replace him. You were shuffling things around. Oh, are they going to be able to do the tush push? Are they going to be able to run the ball like they do? They did the tush push and they ran the ball to perfection. Next man up mentality. And then Landon ended up having to come out the game with a knee thing, and Cam sucks it up with the back tightness, goes in there, doesn't even miss a beat. Doesn't miss a beat. That's how great and special this team is. And they're so much fun to watch. They are fun to watch. We're going to get into all this stuff next week, pregame in the game. We're going to have Nick back on the channel. We're going to do some prop bets for the Super Bowl. Everybody loves their props. But this team is fun to watch. Enough of this. I am boycotting the Super Bowl. Eagles Chiefs is such a lame game. No, you idiot. You don't like good football then. You just want the storylines and the this and the that, not actually good football. When you watch the Chiefs, when you watch the Eagles, they play fundamentally sound football. They're explosive when they have to. They get turnovers when they need it, and they can throw and run the ball whenever they want. That's two good football teams. Either the two best football teams in the league that are left, and it is going to be one hell of a game. Enough of this BS. You guys are just hating just because of Mahomes and the 3P, and people just don't like Philly. Fine, whatever, man. We're going to watch good football. We're going to have some fun, hopefully. A lot of fun. And I'm not depressed again after that. Anyway, positive vibes. Positive vibes, man. I don't even know really how much we need to get into that game, right? There were so many opportunities from the get-go. That first drive. I was tweeting out, follow me at Brennan Petrilli. For them to pull out all these tricks to go for a fourth down, to go for the punts, the fake punt, right? They were playing like they had to. They were desperate. They needed to try to force the issue. They knew they were going to have to score points, but not field goals. To not go for it after you went for it, 2 or 3 times on that first opening drive on a 4th and 2 or 3 and kick a field goal there at the 20, yikes. Because after that one play, Saquon touchdown, you're down 7-0. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. The way that momentum can flip like that. Now, Washington, they came back in it. They hung around. And I think it was 14-12. They tried to go for two to tie it up. But then, turnover, bang. Eagles back up 27-12, I believe, or something. I don't know. They got another big lead again. Washington tried to fight back again. I think it was it was a little more than a one-score game. Bang, turnover. Eagles get the ball right down the field, and we're running away with it, and we're partying. They had to play perfect. They didn't. The Eagles play perfect. They'll have to keep doing it. They got to do it one more game, four more quarters of perfect football. But even when they don't, right? We could talk about some of the frustrations that you have. The way that they don't, Frankie Louvu was hitting the gap and he was jumping the snap count, right? That's frustrating. That's timing. That's not disguising things. That's not recognizing what's going on, and that drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. It's a good play by Frankie. Don't get me wrong. But we gotta expect stuff like that. You gotta see that coming. I know you had the guard center situation. That's tough. They've been practicing all year together, but to throw them in there in a high pressure situation like that, it's tough to recognize, right? That's gonna happen. We got to figure out these things because Steve Spagnuolo is going to send the blitz. He's going to put the pressure on Jay Hurts. They need to be able to get the ball out of his hands, to be able to get him moving at least. Avoid these blitzes. Pick up the blitzes. Give him a little bit extra time. He was doing a great job in this game throwing the ball away. I will say that. When he was pressured, he'd get out of it and he'd just chuck it away. That's what we want to see. Live to play another day. These sacks, they're killers, man. They're killers. But the way that he was getting out of it and throwing it away, absolutely fantastic. And we love to see it. Jalen Hurts absolutely balled out in this game. Absolutely balled out. People, athletes always say, oh, they don't listen to the media and this and that. You always hear some stuff. You hear the grumblings, you hear the frustrations from people, especially calling you out on things. And he just keeps going, one play at a time. Is that what you wanted to see? After the Steelers game, is that what you wanted to see? I got taken out of the straitjacket. That wasn't a shot at Nick Sirianni. That was a shot at everybody out there saying how he's the problem for this team. He's going to hold them back. He's not the problem. He can take this team to an even another level. And we saw that. The way he was just slinging the rock around the field is just fantastic. 20 for 28 for 246. I mean, the guy is just fan-frickin-tastic, man. The way the 4th and 5 put it a dime in the bucket right to AJ. He can be that guy. We've seen him be that guy. And I love that he has a chip on the shoulder that you, the people out there, keep giving it to him. Keep giving it to him because he thrives off of it. Whether it was at Alabama, Oklahoma, with the Eagles, he has had that chip and he uses it as motivation to be better and better and better. And I love it. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback, right? The guy is a baller. He can run with it. He can move the ball around. He can put it where he has to put it in big throws, big situations. He's done it year after year for this team. He's got to do it one more time here, and I think he can do it. He balled out against the Chiefs. We'll get to that next week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll break down that game more, but feels good, man. I don't even want to go after the Washington people. Good for you guys, right? You guys should be try to talk yourselves up. That's what you got to do. When you know you're playing a better team, you got to try to pick apart this and that, and we did this against you there, and this and this and this and this and this and this, and just keep trying to come up with things. That's great. Go ahead, do it. Whatever you got to do. Just at the end of the day, this team's good. We know they're better. They don't have to do that talk. They just got to go, and they'll do it, and that's what I love. They can talk their smack. They can have some fun with it. But at the end of the day, you could see the way they get pissed off about certain things, and they take it to you. They beat you down. And then when the big plays happen, they enjoy it and they embrace it because they know that the big play's coming. So I'm excited. This is going to be a fun time. I'm sure there's going to be storylines left and right, so we'll get to all that. Make sure you're tuning into the channel throughout the week. We got some cool stuff here. Our boy EJ got us some Pokemon cards. Pretty absolutely sick from Japan. We're gonna get some more. I think Braden's going too, one of my buddies. So we'll wait till the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl, to do a Pokemon pack opening. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But yeah, we'll keep it up with the $3 three legs. Let me know some picks. We need some help. Let me know what Pokemon cards I should get to open up for the channel. So leave a like, drop a comment down below. Go Birds, baby. Just that's it, man. Just go Birds. Just absolutely go Birds. The city, the people, it's good. It's life's good. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's keep one more win. One more win. Go Birds, baby. Shout out to 215.